Hello, my name is Carlos Camacho, and the topic of this presentation are cohesive devices for descriptive, comparison and contrast, and cause and effect essays. The first type of essay I'm going to talk about are descriptive essays. Descriptive essays are meant to describe a place or an experience. Most of the time, you try to write about senses and what you felt through it to describe how important it was, how why it's so meaningful to the person writing it, right? The cohesive devices are used for this explanation are for time because I think there's nothing to compare or to contrast or describe. So you would just have to get a sequence to describe the place or the explanation. That's why I'm using these. So, for example, you could say that before I thought I took my phone before leaving. So you could be describing an experience. So you would have to go by steps like first this happened, then since when that happened, and so on and so forth. The next type of essays are comparison and contrast essays. Normally, you would have to compare things that are similar places, experiences as well, or contrast them, whether in what things they differ to each other. Uh, the cohesive devices I chose are things that are normally used on those essays. For example, both and. You could say that a controller is both functional as a driving wheel because they both control something. Um, the next example is neither nor. That would mean contrast, explaining why they're not doing the same. So in this example, the coffee machine, neither the coffee machine nor the stove are working right now. So these are for comparison, these are for contrast. In contrast, you would have to show what's different from each other. For example, the first one is while my brother likes classical music while I prefer hard rock. You could use any of these cohesive devices in any other examples besides the ones that are shown here. For example, you could say, although I have a beard, my brother always shaves. The next essay is cause and effect essays. These are essays that are meant to show what's the difference. Not the difference, but more say why things happen. What's the reason and why these things have a effect because of said reasons. These examples are for those types of essays. These are for the cohesive devices. I chose this. For example, you could say, as a consequence of climate change, a lot of places in the United States are passing for extreme cold. As a result, people are having different problems affecting their normal lives. Therefore, people are bound to stay in their houses and not be able to move around because of snow. So these type of essays are primarily used to show why things are happening, and these are the types of cohesive devices I chose. Thank you for watching. These are the references.